Thomas had always lived a life of routine. His weekdays were a blur of corporate meetings and spreadsheets, and his weekends consisted of chores and brief moments of respite. Yet, there was one constant that brought him solace: a dusty piano in the corner of his living room. It had belonged to his grandmother, and he would often reminisce about the evenings she spent playing classical pieces that filled their home with an ethereal ambience. Though he'd taken lessons as a child, adult responsibilities had pushed his musical inclinations aside. One dreary Sunday, as rain pattered against the windows, Thomas felt an inexplicable urge to reconnect with the past. He approached the piano, lifting the heavy cover and exposing the weathered keys. His fingers hovered, hesitant, before pressing down gently to release a sound that was both familiar and foreign. He began with a simple tune, a piece he remembered from his childhood. The notes were awkward at first, but as he continued to play, he fell into a rhythm, each keystroke releasing a cascade of memories and emotions. The rain outside intensified, but Thomas was lost in his own world. He played piece after piece, his confidence growing. It was as if the piano had been waiting for this moment, eager to share its hidden melodies. Hours passed without his notice, and by the time he finally stopped, the room was bathed in the dim light of dusk. His fingers ached, but his soul felt strangely unburdened. Intrigued by this newfound sense of liberation, Thomas began to play every evening after work. He explored different genres: jazz, blues, even contemporary music. Each practice session became a journey of self-discovery, allowing him to express the emotions he had long suppressed. Colleagues noticed a change in him. He seemed more relaxed, more engaged, as if a weight had been lifted from his shoulders. One Friday night, Thomas decided to visit a local jazz club. It was a cozy venue, filled with the murmur of chatter and the clinking of glasses. An open mic session was in progress, and performers of varying skills took turns mesmerizing the audience. On impulse, Thomas signed up for a slot. When his name was called, he felt a rush of nerves but also a surge of excitement. Seated at the club's grand piano, Thomas began to play a jazz piece he had been practicing. The audience quieted as the complex, soulful notes filled the room. As he played, he felt a profound connection to the music and, by extension, to everyone listening. The final chord resonated, and for a moment, there was silence. Then, applause erupted, and Thomas knew he had found something irreplaceable. From that evening on, he became a regular at the jazz club, performing and even collaborating with other musicians. The piano, once a relic of the past, had become his gateway to a richer, more fulfilling life. Thomas realized that in rediscovering his passion for music, he had also rediscovered a vital part of himself. The melodies were more than just notes on a scale. They were the sound of his soul finding its true rhythm.